Hey guys, what's cracking? Well, today I gotta fix my radio in the van. Alright, I'm gonna tell you guys now. I don't want to hear anybody saying I'm doing this crap wrong. You can either twist them like that or like that. It don't matter. It all still works the same. I just do it this way on power, so in case they get pulled, it don't arc inside the van. And I do it this to speaker wire, so it don't really matter on speakers. If they pull apart, who cares? It's not going to hurt them none. And that way there is easy. Say if I want to change out this, if I want to change something out, I can just dip the solder on the wire. Unlike the power, I can't do it. Not as easy. So let me see. Now if you had heat shrink, which I don't have any, put heat shrink over it if I was you. Which a lot of you guys know why I don't have heat shrink anymore, but some of you guys don't know. Basically for the wiring code, just follow them. Orange to orange, black to black, red to red, which we'll talk about this red wire. As you guys see, there's another red wire. We'll talk about that later. It's just, you're going to have two for steering remote and remote amplifier wire, which you don't have to worry about. You know, split them apart. Speakers on one side, power on the other. They're isolated. And you don't get a whine radio. One complete harness done. Peace out. Catch you guys later. Alright guys, we're in this van. We're going to put a radio in this. We'll get to the radio in a second. Okay. All these Chevys, I have not figured out why. In this specific year, the 94 to 06 years-ish, some of them, 90% of these Chevys, I've ran across this. The Intrigue, my mom's truck, the Silverado, this van, and Corsicas, Cavaliers, Grand Prix, Bonnevilles, you name it, I've ran across this problem. These radios use a jump loop. Don't ask me how it works. I have not figured it out. It does not have a accessory key on, which is that blue wire or that yellow, red wire. It is a switch or accessory hot. So when you kick the key on, it'll sight that red wire, and when you shut the key off, it shuts the red wire off, and then you got your constant hots, the yellow. I've not figured out why Chevy did this, but you have to run a wire to this. Okay? If you don't, your radio will never turn on. You can put it on a key switch, but when you shut the key off, the radio shuts off before you open doors. I like to have, when I shut the key off, I like to have my radio still playing. And then, when I open the door, the radio shuts off. I did that burned up Lincoln. But the Lincoln had an issue I never figured it out until now. When you shut the key off, the radio died. Well, what it was, I had to go into the factory connector, which I have it here. What I had to do is take this red wire and run it to a switch source, so it stays on until the doors are open, or until the door opens and it shuts that wire off. But yes, here or there, I got used to turning the radio completely down before shutting the key off. So what we gotta do is figure out. You don't have to keep on playing with this. Now I know from experience that your 30 amp window, power window fuse, is switch powered. So say I have the key is off right now, I kick it on and the radio's on, right? And the power windows work until you open this door. Now the power windows don't work and the radio's off. So I was about ready to do that until I was playing around with this fuse panel. I found, and guys, getting set up down here. I found, playing with this fuse panel, there is a open slot right there. Grab, you guys can use a multimeter or a test light, whatever you guys have. I have a power probe. Okay, see how there's no power to that? And I got the keys here. And to prove it, you guys can hear the radio playing. And then I open the door, it shuts off. Let me grab the keys. I just threw off. So let me show you guys. I don't know how I'm going to do this. So, kick it on. Kicks on the radio. Got your keys. Radio's on. Good to see that. Open up the door. That's off. The radio's off. So, what I'm basically into is I ripped this out, if you can't tell. I was going to juncture into the back of the power window, and surprise, surprise, GM had a switch accessory power sitting there. So what you gotta do is look for these blanks. You might find one. I have one right between this on a Chevy, a 2000 Chevy Adventure. It's right between cluster and PCM crank. There's a blank spot. That's where I found my key accessory that stays on when the key's off until the door opens. Alright, catch you guys in a few. Alright guys, there's two screws. One under here, and if you pull this back, there's one under here. I don't have that gay retarded cassette thing at the bottom, so I was going to make a center console for the van. Okay, once you get those, you're going to have to fight with it and jerk it back. And be careful, there's wires hooked to this, and just swing it down. You got 3 screws here. 2 on this side, 2 on this side. Now, a lot of you guys wonder why I'm replacing the radio. Well, this radio works, but if it gets hot, it blows the radio fuse and takes my cluster out. So, this radio's got to go. So, what I'm basically saying is, I don't have a bezel for this. So, there's going to be a part 2 when I get the rest of the money to put a bezel in here. Okay, take this, jerk it back. Unplug your antenna and squeeze the gray clip and wiggle it. I can't drive a car without a radio. I have to have tunes. I'm sorry guys. Okay, got a harness made up for this. Now you get this adapter. Go to Walmart, buy this adapter. It comes with 2 plugs. You got a blue one and you got a gray one. Figure out which one you got. This is from a 94 all the way up to a 95 or 2005. Don't believe the 6. So it's 90. Actually, it's 95, 96, 95 or 96 all the way up to 2005. Would use this style of harness. Now, if you got the chime box. If you want to pay the $40, you get the chime box and the chime inverter box for $40, or you can just do what I did with Serato that needs that box, but it just uses this plug. Made it work. Who needs that chime box? It's annoying anyways. So plug that in. Get it the right way. So there's that. That was only $10 for this. And you're going to need an antenna adapter. Got this on, this from 88 all the way up to 08. I don't know how accurate that statement is, but yeah. All Chevys use an antenna adapter. And that's what it is. It's actually a long pigtail. Surprise, surprise. Okay. Now, you just take this and shove it into the back of this cluster. Now, my radio is one out of Lincoln. Okay. My Lincoln caught on fire. Somebody set my Lincoln on fire. And, surprise. Alright guys, got the 2 wires. Well, this goes to my microphone up there. You gotta do is pull this glove box out. You guys see where my wires run. Very tight location. But they run over. And into that kit, it comes with a clip. I just clip it in there, and that should give me power and bend it over a little bit. And it should hook. So, to get the fuse panel out, there's 2 bolts. There's 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. and then you just jerk on it. It's got 2 clips at the top. There's 3 clips. They look like that. Now, if we did this right, I should be able to just put this right back in here. Don't worry about the center ones. There are 7s. Then don't forget your 2 bottoms. Okay. Now that's taken care of. Now, like I said, I don't have that, so I'm not worried about that right now. I'm going to just run it as is. Plug in this harness. And we're going to have to route this. There. Okay, let's turn it on. Good, it's got power. Aerostatic. Let's keys out. Radio still works. Sweet. Okay, shuts off. Oh, she's gonna be tight. Oh well. Okay, so let's put this back in here. Top clipped in. And these are 7s too, guys. Whole car is 7s, whatever you gotta take off. Now we'll do a follow-up on part 2 of this. And there'll be part 3 of this. You know, I'm a kid. I love my audio. Alright.
now at Menard. Coupon code after that.
Jewelry excluded from
In your nose. That's why it's so important to keep your nose clean, just like wash your hands. Nasal irrigation gets rid of germs by rinsing the nasal cavity, but neti pots are hard to use and, frankly, kind of gross. Now there's a better way.
All right, folks. Let's see if the USB works.
It's called Navage Nasal Care. Navage uses powered suction.
This radio that was caught on fire, so. I'll say so. Okay.
And comes with an absolute guarantee.
Alright. Catch you guys later then. Hey guys, what's cracking? Well, just over 2 months ago, I put a stereo in the van, never finished up the video, so I'm going to finish it now. It's July, and it's freaky cold if you're wondering. In July. So here's the dash kit. I'll link everything in. I don't like this manufacturer. There you go. You guys try to pronounce it. I don't like this kit, but I kind of hate it, and I don't at the same time. I know how to do these dash kits already. I've done so many. The one thing I do like about this, compared to the one I always use, let me go into the table of content for the Chevy Venture. Oh, down here. Okay, Chevy Venture. I need page 14. This company is the only one that shows you how to take for Chevy Venture, shows you how to take the dash apart. I'll explain step by step how to disassemble the dash. You know, I gotta honestly give them credit. But where I don't like is this is all the information they give you for GM vehicles, and then they show you 2 pictures. I already know how to do this, so yeah. I just want to show you guys that. And the one thing another thing is they give you hardware. Not all kits do that. Kind of neat. I kind of like that too at the same time. Is that the only back to goodie? No. Right here's the other parts of the hardware. That's to install if you're going with single DIN. But yeah, that's kind of cool. So further ado, I already know how to do these GMs. Done so many of these suckers. But for you guys' pleasure, let me get the diagram back out. Backwards for that. Yeah. I honestly do not like this kit. Give me a second, guys. Alright. Well, I guess after looking at this gay kit compared to the other one, I'm so used to my other one I always use. I like the one I like the most. This one, you leave all this crap on here. All this stays on here. The only thing you do is cut these away. How stupid, guys. So what we need to do is cut... Yeah, we gotta cut all these ears off. All these ears, leave this one, this, and this, all it's gotta come off from it. Yeah. So it could fit onto this car. What I'm gonna use is a Dremel. that'll be it, folks. So this one is your left side, so this goes over on this side. And this is your right side, which comes on this side. At least this sucker snaps together better than the other kit. Yeah, there. Okay.